Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's been like a million months, and isn't it funny that like I posted a video saying like I'm back, and then like it took a month for me to post another video, and now I'm posting this video. So basically I'm gonna do a get ready with me. Chris and I are going out for a date tonight. Basically celebrating my graduation because yes, your girl graduated. I actually have my esthetician, my facial specialist license. That's what it's called. It's called a facial specialist. And then like my makeup license. I'm really feeling it. Also, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like it because you know my content's always like worthy. And then share it, and then, you know, comment down below what you guys want to see next. Also, I moved, so my space looks different. Yes, I'm sitting on the floor, but do y'all remember that? Like when you were like in high school and you would sit on the floor and do your makeup? I kind of like low-key want to bring that back. And also, I don't really have a makeup desk. I have like my work desk that I was using for my makeup desk, but now like it's just like specifically for work and it's in the living room. So yeah, no, this is what it is for a little bit. But yeah, if you guys are ready to talk and catch up and get an update on my life and what my new series is going to be called and when we moved and when I graduated and all that stuff and a super cute makeup look, just go ahead and keep watching. Cue intro. I'm obsessed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very proud of it. But yeah, so your girl's been a busy little bee. So let's just go ahead and jump in. So let me tell you what I'm using first so I don't get all sidetracked. So I'm still very much obsessed with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh. I use the color Dark 157W, which stands for warm. And let's see, what else am I gonna use? I still use, what is this? This is Maybelline. So in school, my teacher told us, who's also my mentor, he's amazing. Hey, Manor. He told us to like remove the labels off of our makeup because it just looks more uniform, you know, doesn't that look fly? And then you also don't know like what this is, like who is this? Is this Fenty? Is this Anastasia? What is it? It's actually Maybelline. I'm gonna tell you guys because just in case you want to know. It's Maybelline, and this is in the shade Mocha, and this is what I use to contour. So, yes, but that is a fun little secret that not many people know. Let's see, what else am I gonna do? I'm not too sure about the lips. I'm probably just gonna do my go-to chocolatey gloss that I've been doing because I'm wearing like this like neon pink dress. So yeah. Oh, and I'm also trying these new lashes. They are the INV multi-angle and volume. They're missing a pair because I tried to film the other day, but I did like this glitter gel and these lashes were not like, they were not adhering to the glue. So I like gave up, and y'all will never see that video because I deleted it because I was very upset about it. So yeah. And then of course, as always, y'all already know I'm using the Age Rewind Maybelline. This is in the shade Golden for my highlight and to also like fix this. And you know, oh, also this is my skin. I guess you guys haven't seen me in a while, so I have like this new monstrous size zit forming here on my jawline, but it makes sense because I've been eating like trash and I also have been stressed because of moving, so there's that. But other than that, like I have this teeny tiny little like baby breakout here, but that's going away. There's still some scarring, but it's fading. It's not like this like prominent deep purple color anymore, so that's cool. And then like this one I like popped last night because I was like sick of it. And then yeah, these two. But other than that, I don't really have any new like breakouts or like any new like comedones, if you will. That is luxury spa language, just so you guys know. But really, I I think the inflamed part of my acne is gone, because typically with inflamed skin, you see a lot of pustules and papules. You don't really see a lot of like whiteheads and blackheads, and like I have a few whiteheads. I mean, I did pop them, but yeah. I think this is the only one that's really, I kind of think this is a blackhead though. Like it's massive, and like I can feel the little. One last thing, the palette I'm using is ColourPop Limoncello. I think that's how you say it, limoncello. I don't know, but it's new. I think I've only used it once and it was in school, so I haven't played with it yet, but I'm excited. This is like a holographic shade, this like easy peasy. It's like brown underneath, so like, actually I think it is brown with like gold and yellow and green like pigments of glitter, so I'm hyped about that. I think I'm gonna be using Tuscan, what is this, Fun, for like my transitional shade up here on my crease, and then go on a little bit tighter with I don't even know how to say that. I think it's Semifledo? I don't know. And then the Grotto, and then this is gonna be my lid, because I'm trying to pop hunty. Because Chris's shirt that he's gonna wear is kind of like this deep brown with like black. Yes, I did plan this out before graduation. I literally picked out our outfits for graduation, my graduation dinner. Because like, I'm a planner. It's just what I do. It's what I do. Okay, so forgot about my primer. I'm actually still using the same primer that you guys saw last. It's the only one that doesn't like irritate my skin. My skin's like super different now because of school. But it is the Neutrogena Prep and Correct Primer, redness correcting, because obviously, I guess this is more like a purpley red tint, but it's fine. I still use this bad boy all the time. Let me tell you, because I love it. So I try really hard not to like use my hands for anything. I use brushes for everything, because ew. Also because like I'm an esthetician, I like use my hands so much on other people's faces, so yeah, just prefer to not really use them on mine unless I'm cleaning my face. So I like put this bad boy everywhere. It's gonna give me like a weird little like Casper finish for a while, but trust the process, trust the process. I'm not gonna look ashier like Casper for long, I promise. So okay, let me update you guys, since I have showed you like all the stuff I'm using, and if I forgot, I'll just try to remember, I guess. So, oh my gosh, I graduated June 24th, 2021. That was my last day. My license, July 8th, so like I have it. It's so pretty. I'll probably post a little picture so you guys can see. It's so cute, right? I'm so excited. I even like spruced up my resume. I have like a new resume. It's like beauty industry resume, and it's super colorful, and I feel like it's very much. I actually went to an interview like a week ago, and they, like the person that I did my practical with, she was like, I love your resume. It's so colorful and like bright. And I was like, right? I feel like it really like captures the essence of who I am as a human. It's very colorful and like, hi, I'm marvelous. And yeah, very me. So I was excited about it. But anyways, so all of that, I graduated, all that good stuff. And then Chris and I moved July 16th. So it's kind of been like bam, 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 bam. And I also started working at my old position. Do you guys remember when I was in Altamont and I worked at that law firm? I'm back there again. I'm actually on the opposite side. So super excited. That like my team is like so dope, dude. Like we have like the sickest team. They're just amazing. I don't know if they're gonna watch this, but I love y'all so much. Y'all are amazing humans. But anyways, yeah, I'm super excited because we moved. Chris and I have been together for 7 years, and we'll be married for oh my gosh, if I can breathe, give me a second. We'll be married for 7 years in December. And we've always had roommates, like always. We've never lived by ourselves, and this is our first place by ourselves, like no roommates whatsoever. It's incredible. But I definitely was like underestimated how much I would love the silence. Like, oh my God, I love the silence so much. The fact that it's just us, we don't have to worry if like someone's in the kitchen or if like someone needs something. Like it's just like our space. We have it exactly how we want it. The animals are hype. It's just great. River behind me is like knocked out. I think Kylo is asleep in the living room or something like that. But yeah, dude, like it is just, I love it so flippin' much. Like you don't even know. Like it is just so nice and peaceful. I love it so much. And we get to control the thermostat, which is so nice. Your girl ain't like sweating bullets no more. And if I am, I just get to control the thermostat and change it. So that's dope. But anyways, yeah, we're still, I think my dad actually ordered us a bookshelf because Chris has a lot of books. And we have like a whole bunch of DVDs and like video games and stuff. So I'm so excited. We're supposed to get that today. Our microwave should be here. So funny story, one of our friends got, oh my god, sorry, got us, because we have a wish list or a custom apartment gift list thing on Amazon. If you guys are trying to help us out, all you gotta do is look up our names, and I'll probably add it in this description bar because, hey, you have not because you asked not. They ordered us this like super cool microwave that we had on our list because Marie, my mother-in-law, actually has the same exact microwave. Well, we tried to get like a different color than her, and for whatever reason, Amazon like wouldn't let our friends select the color we wanted, and they like, you know, they gave us their blessing, and they were like, by all means, like you can exchange this for the color you want. And so we did, because I'm really picky about like colors. I just am, sorry. And like I know I want what I want, you know. So we sent it back, and Amazon literally took forever to like issue the gift card for it, so we could just like buy it again, but in the color we want, until literally like this week. So I think they issued it to us like late Wednesday night, but we didn't like see it in our account until Thursday, which was fine. So we ordered it yesterday, and it's actually on its way here today. So hype, I'm so excited, and I'll show you guys like what it looks like. It's really cute. But yes, and Rebecca and Miguel, you guys are incredible. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, I've just really been trying to like decompress. I feel like I've been so stressed out. Not I feel like, I know I have. I've been extremely stressed out with like moving. Moving is just insanely expensive, dude. Like, oh my god. And trying to like make the apartment feel like home, which I feel like I did a pretty good job. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Our room is like extra cozy. And all of that, but you know, school and trying to find like a second job like in my actual field and all of that. So it's been, you know, it's been a little challenging, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, I have to take it in strides. And I think like that is one of the things that I think is for me, it's really hard for me to kind of like slow down. And my teacher, that was one of his like main tokens of advice for me, is he was like, you've got to slow down. Like, you are so quick to just like move, like with anything, like in anything. It wasn't just like makeup or skincare, it was really just like my life. Like, it was, bless you, it was so easy for me to just like, I low-key think I like have a little bit of ADHD, if I'm being honest with y'all, because man, my brain moves so quick. And like, it's good and bad at the same time. But I'm gonna tell you something, I had like this really great talk with my dad, and he told me that, you know, I used to look at like being a perfectionist like in a really negative light. Like, I was just like, oh, I hate it because I notice everything, and if something goes wrong, like it's like my brain holds on to that and focuses that. But he was saying like the gift itself of being a perfectionist is not the problem. The problem is you have to find balance, and that word right there, man, it changed everything. Like, if you cannot find balance in anything, like your craft or life or your job, I mean, you will really just like fall apart. And it's easy to do, like, it's so easy to do because you're just moving, and you're not thinking like, oh, I guess I need to like sort this thing out over here, or do this. Like, you're just like bouncing all over the place, like at all times. And I'm gonna tell you what, man, that really like hit a spot, and it really made sense to me. And my dad's such a wise man, and yeah, I really wanted to bring that up because I really didn't want to just like hold that to myself. Like, I don't want to keep that advice to myself, because I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels that way. Like, and also I think this year has really taught me that I'm not in control as much as I thought I was. Like, I definitely am a planner. I have to plan like every little detail. And I also know that it's kind of like in my genes. Like, oh my gosh, I feel like almost all the women in my family are the exact same way. Like, we just like have to plan things. It's just like in our blood. It, like, our anxiety is triggered by when things like fall apart and aren't planned. And it's crazy because life is never really gonna go your way. Negative way, like, I feel like after I said that, that sounded very like morbid, like life is never gonna go your way, just suck it up. No, I don't mean it like that. I mean, like, you can make a million plans and life is going to do what it wants to do the entire time. I do definitely believe in manifestation though. Like, there's a lot of things that Chris and I have manifested into existence this year, and I'm very thankful for that. But what I'm saying is, don't put all of your eggs into one basket. Like, don't think like, oh, because I have this plan and the quadruple plan. Life knows all of our plans. Okay, let me just tell it to you straight. Life knows all of your plans and all of my plans, and it's still gonna go exactly the way it's supposed to go, whether we like it or not. So with that being said, I started to like dig a little bit deeper and like kind of ask myself, like, why am I such a like perfectionist? Like, why do I feel the need to like have every little thing detail oriented and like make sure it's all in its place? Like, I mean, I'll like go crazy if like one little baby thing goes wrong. And I was like, where did this like start? Like, when did this start happening? Like, when did I notice it? I'm gonna move this so y'all can move y'all closer so y'all can see, because I'm about to do some detailing on these eyeballs. But also, this is the P. Louise base. Thank you, Freddie, for telling me about this. This is a cosmetic base. You can get it at Morphe in Florida for sure, and I don't know where. I think you can get it online at Morphe and order at P. Louise. This is in Rumor 0. Creating the ultimate blank canvas, because it's white. So I love using this color when it comes to like very vivid shades that I'm gonna use, because as you can see, it's like a white base, and because I have foundation all over you, like, it's turning it a little brown. But anyways, I love this stuff. It's incredible. And yeah, your like eyeshadow does not move at all, and it's very, very vivid. Also, I learned in school, just like taking a little detour here, taking a little break from our deep combo, I started putting my foundation on first before I like touch the eyes, because I was noticing, like, even on face sheets, that if you do not complete, like, if you don't fill in all, like, the entire face with the shade that you're using, there will be like signs of demarcation, meaning like you'll have like little blank spots and your shadow won't blend as well, because in one spot it'll be a different color because, oh look, you actually blended all of your foundation in that area. But then if you didn't put it up here, over here, you look like a daggone mess, because there's like little spots, there's like different colors, and you want it all to blend seamlessly. But anyways, back to my talk. So like I said, I wanted to go a little bit deeper, because I don't think there's anything wrong with being detail oriented, especially like in my field. I think it's wonderful, like, you have to be detail oriented. But like, I felt like I was beating myself up about it, and I was like, bruh, like, this is not a good look, sis. Why are you like beating yourself up over something that you ultimately have no control over? Like, again, I believe in manifestation, and I believe in, like, you know, you choose your destiny. But I also believe that life is still gonna play out exactly how it wants. Like, all of us want to live forever. Perfect example. All of us want to live forever, right? Well, we all know death is inevitable. And yeah, we can't cheat death. So, no. I mean, if Final Destination has taught us anything, you definitely don't want to cheat death either, because you got a crappier way to go. Okay? You just don't want to do it. Don't do it. I started to dig a little bit deeper. Sorry, my lips full a little chapped. This is that Colored Pop lip oil I bought like I think a year ago. And bingo. Anyways, so, you know, I was just like, man, when did this start? Like, when do I remember feeling so like pushed to be perfect? Like, it was just like all I could like think about. It was the essence of who I was as a human being. You know what I'm saying? And I just didn't understand like where it started until I like really started to look at my life. And I thought about like when I was a child. So I was homeschooled, for those of you who don't know, and if you're new to my channel, hello, how are you doing? I was homeschooled for most of my life, and it definitely played a huge role on how I am as a person. And like I also think that's why I like my space so much. Because that it was all I really knew, you know what I'm saying, at home. And then on top of that, because I was homeschooled, so basically how it worked is my mom would set up, first it started with like curriculum books, like I had like my own curriculum in a book, and I think it was Alpha and Omega if I'm not mistaken, and then it transferred over to like the computer. Like computer started being a thing. Computer basically taught me I had like all of this stuff to do, and like the computer basically monitored me. And I just remember, you know, it was a lot of responsibility for a child to make sure like I actually get my work done. And because it would tell my mom like if I didn't do my work. So yeah. And so I had to do that, and I had to like adjust to that. And then like I definitely remember sometimes, you know, obviously it's frustrating for a parent to have to like, you know, teach the kid from home because they're working and all of that. But I just remember I like took it more personally than I think I probably should have as a kid. If like I wasn't understanding something and my mom would get frustrated with me, I think I kind of was just like, my life is over. Like, you know what I mean? I think that's kind of where it started though. Like, I think that's when I really was just like, oh, I have to do this perfectly, or like it's gonna tell my mom and she's gonna get mad at me and So going back to that, I truly think a lot of it had to deal with I didn't want to upset my mom, and I didn't want like her life to be harder because I wasn't like understanding something. So I said all that to say, like, that's where I think it started. And then it made me think even deeper. And it made me think about like projection, like how some people can project something onto you. And it made me think about, there was an instance in my life where somebody projected their feelings onto me, and I like ran with it. Like it wasn't even true to like me, it was their truth, but they like projected it onto me, and I like ran with it, dude. For like 29 years of my life, I ran with this projection of someone else's emotions and someone else's story because I couldn't see through it that it was their truth and not mine. And oh my God, like when you talk about like a light bulb going off, bruh, I was like, oh my God. Like it just like shifted everything in me. Like it made me realize, oh my gosh, how many people are believing a lie that was a projection on someone from someone else. Called the 4 agreements, I think it's the 4 agreements, and they touched on this. So I'm basically piggybacking off the idea of like what they said, and they said, you know, if someone calls you stupid and like you don't know them and they're just like, you know, strolling down the road and you take offense to that, it's because some part of you believes that. And that, again, that's what they said. I'm quoting them. This is not my own words. This is what they said in the book. But when I read that, it really made me think, like, bro. So then I just, like, took it a step further. And I was like, when did I believe the lie that I wasn't good enough? Or when did I start believing the lie that I had to be perfect? And it really started to make me think about like how many other people can say that that's their story too. Like, when did you believe the lie that you weren't good enough or you couldn't do something? Because I mean, I think about when you're a kid and you're just like fearless and like you don't think about death. Like, who is that? Who is she? We don't know her. You know what I mean? Like, you're just like, woohoo, I can do it all. Like, and you don't think about your weight, you don't think about your height. You're just like, life is good, bro. Like, life is good. You know what I'm saying? And then one day you grow up and you're like, life is okay. Like, when did you start believing that? Like, when did you look in the mirror and say, like, I'm this or I'm that, or Sally Sue said she didn't like my hair today, so now I need to shave it all off. You know what I mean? Like, and that could be like an extreme explanation or like an extreme example, but for some people it's not that extreme. For some people they really did like take it to heart and ran with it, and that just, man, it really made me think. And this is normally what happens when my dad and I talk. Like, he'll like say something and it'll just like open up like just like so many avenues in my brain, and yeah, it makes me happy because he normally always is able to kind of like open that side of me. But anyways, that was like really on my heart. It's been on my heart lately, and I kind of wanted to share that with you guys, because like, when did you, and like, you can please, if you have any feedback, put it in the comments, because I really want to know. Like, for me, my lie that I believed, like the projection that was projected onto me, was to be silent. It was my emotions and my feelings didn't matter. They weren't validated. And basically that was when I put my walls up, and I felt like being vulnerable was a weakness and expressing myself was just a weakness. So, and again, it wasn't anything that I did per se. It was just that this person was going through some stuff and projected what they were going through onto me, and then I believed it like my entire life. And it was just crazy for me to think about. I like cried when I finally, it was like an epiphany. Like, I was like, wow, dude, like, I didn't even take that into account of that's why I was the way I was, you know what I mean? Or that's why I am the way I am. So I've really been like trying to like soul search and really dig deep and try to figure out like, what the heck, Marvelous? Like, we've got to unravel some things, and we've got to stop taking things so personal and taking things to heart, because it's not that deep. You feel me? It's not that deep. Another thing I learned in school is symmetry. If you're doing one thing to one eye, don't complete the whole look on one eye. Go to basically mirror one another. One, it's because you remember the consistency and the pressure you used and the color, really. And two, just in case you gotta run, or like if you're working on a client, they gotta run, they won't look like who done did it and why. You know what I'm saying? How do you guys like balance your life? Like, I'm out of school now, and I'm really, really, really trying to get back into fitness, because y'all remember the beginning of this year, I was killing it, baby. I was doing my ab workout every single day. Like, I was killing the game. And then I started working, and I just like got tired and fell off, and like, whatever, we'll all sleep when we're dead. And that's the mentality I'm really trying to have. Like, instead of just being like, I'm tired, I don't want to do it. Like, no, girl, get up, because one day you ain't gonna have to do it because you'll be dead. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that is how in the world do you guys balance it, because I am struggling. And I'm also kind of like in a little bit of a daze. I've been feeling like that lately. I was telling Chris that like I feel like I'm in a daze. I don't know why. I don't know if like I'm sure it's probably like stress. Like, stress, that's the crappy thing about stress, is it can just like manifest in so many different ways. But I've really just been feeling so tired and like burnt out and run down. And I'm like, dang, I'm not even in school anymore. But I think it's kind of all of that from school. Like, I mean, I was working full time and then going to school full time. So I think it was kind of like a whirlwind of that. And trying to like get back to actually having, like, I can actually go do stuff on the weekends. Like, what? What? I can? I'm allowed? That's kind of what it feels like, because you guys got to remember, I was going to school Monday through Thursday, 5:45 to like 10:20, and then on Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 4, I'm sorry, Monday through Thursday, it was 5:45 to 10:15, and then on Saturdays, it was 10 a.m., which really was like 9:40, because you had to get there before your clients did, 9:40 to about 4:20. So, yeah, the only day I really had to myself was Friday and Sunday. But I couldn't really spend time with Chris unless it was a Sunday, so yeah. And I remember when we first got to Florida, we were going to Disney World all the time and Universal and really doing it. So it was interesting, to say none the least. Trying to get into a new flow. Okay, also realized I have not been setting my face. So I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty setting powder, the Pro Filter Mini Instant Retouch setting powder. This is in honey. And it's kind of messy. Like, let me just show y'all. It's so messy. Like, whoop. I always am like, I get it like all over the place. It freaks me out, man. Also, I am aware that I did not put any type of concealer on. I normally set my face twice, and you don't have to do this. This is just a marvelous thing. But I'll like set my face and then go in with concealer and contour later. That's all. Again, this is just a me thing. You do not have to do this if you want to do this before. Like, you want to set your concealer. Because what normal people do is before they get to their eyes, they'll like set, you know, they'll do their concealer and their contour and then let that bake the whole time and then do their eyes. But, you know, sometimes I want to do things differently. And that way is probably the best way. But today, if we're being honest, I kind of forgot. I was just so excited to talk to you guys that I forgot what I even do to my own face. So the cool thing is, makeup is always fixable, and honestly, I'm here for fun. Okay, I'm here for fun. Did you get on my dress? Oh, thank the Lord, I didn't get on my dress. It's like a first. If I'm reacting to something, I'm like, whoa, girl, I feel like you're being a little crazy right now, or that reaction wasn't necessary, so like, why did you have that reaction? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying really hard to be very aware. I haven't used this shade yet. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, bitch. I'm just trying really hard to be extremely aware of my reactions to things, because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, sometimes, you can ask Chris, I would just like go off the deep end and it's not that deep, and like Chris is like, girl, what was that for? Like, I feel like that reaction was so like intense for you dropping your bowl of cereal on the ground. And again, it goes back to how I was as a child, like how I viewed things, and I just, instead of growing from them and addressing them, I kind of just let them stay hidden, and then they would manifest in other ways. And I was like, oh dang, like, girl, you can't be acting this way. Like, you cannot be acting this way. So, especially when people try to help me, I think sometimes I can come off like annoyed. I'm not really annoyed, but like, it depends. Like, I feel like your delivery is also everything. I'm not just gonna take all of that. Like, your delivery with how you speak to people is a huge deal. Like, you can't just talk to anybody any type of way and expect them to just be like, it's fine, we're friends. Nah. Your delivery is important. So I've really been trying to do a lot of soul searching and, you know, taking out the garbage, because honestly, I'll be 30 next year, and I really want to continue to grow. And I don't know, I feel like if this whole pandemic has taught me anything, it's definitely like to look at yourself in the mirror long and hard and have those hard conversations with yourself and with others. Like, dang, dude, did you feel like I overreacted the other day? And really hearing people out. I'm so quick to like ask people for advice, but if they give me like the advice I don't want to hear, I'm real quick to get annoyed and like mad. And that's not cool. Like, you can't ask somebody for advice and then act like a daggone baby bitch about it. Like, get it together. Get it together. So yeah, basically that is the update. I'm really trying hard to get myself together and flourishing and all of that. Y'all, this color is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So yeah, y'all, I keep saying like that's the update, and then like another thing pops in my head. See what I'm saying? How I low-key think I have ADHD. I think adjusting your perspective is everything. I think remembering to really see where you've come, because sometimes it's so easy. Like, it's so easy. I was talking to my friend Emily about it, and I was like, do you remember like in the Bible when they talked about, you know, when Moses took them out of Egypt and they were upset that they were in the desert? Even though they were free, they were like, we're tired of eating manna. We're tired of eating this crusty bread. we want the food back in Egypt. Like, even though we were slaves, we were eating real good. And that's just like, I really took that and kind of ran with that. And I was just like, wait, if you like don't dissect it, like take it as more like a metaphor, I was like, I've totally been guilty of that. Like, totally been guilty of being like, life was better back on blah blah blah, or back when blah 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 happened. Like, completely, you know, forgetting the fact that I prayed for most of the things I have now. Like, completely. And like, how disrespectful, like how rude. Like, the universe, God, whoever you believe in, you know, gave you what you prayed for, and then you're over here like, I mean, this is cool, but I remember when I had this, when we were in this situation, or when I was in this situation, and like, that's not cool, dude. Like, you're always supposed to be humble and grateful. So I definitely have been trying to take a long, hard look at myself and figuring out, like, why do you always resort to that? Like, why is it always, well, one, I'm going to blame my sign. I'm a Pisces, and I basically live in Dreamland. Like, I have this insane imagination, and half the time I forget if I'm in my imagination or if it's like reality. Like, all my fellow Pisces, I'm sure you know what I mean. And it sounds really crazy, but it's so true. Like, if something happens, I'm like the first to kind of just go back into my little fantasy land and hide from real life, because I just don't want to deal with it at that moment. And yeah, and it gets swept under the rug, obviously, because I just ran from it again. But, you know, I'll think about other times, like, oh, I remember we didn't have it as good as we have it now, but we had this. We were able to go out to eat all the time, and I miss doing that. Like, what? Girl, you're tripping. Sorry, we heard the door, and I was trying to figure out who it was, and I was like, oh my god, is it Amazon? And it was Amazon. So hi. Anyways, but I forgot the last thing I said. Oh my gosh, y'all. And Chris had his headphones in, so he can't even help his sister out and refresh me. And I could pause this and go back and look, but I don't feel like it because I'm like on a roll now. But, oh, I remember now. So basically, you know, I had to like check myself, because I was like, girl, screw going out to eat all the time. You got a whole kitchen that you can now bake in. Because now I want to pick up like on how to make cakes. Like, I want to make mermaid cakes and unicorn cakes and all of that. Like, now I'm about to pick up a whole new hobby, but I'm over here thinking about like, oh, remember when we didn't have our place and we could go shopping all the time? Like, okay, let's not forget that things happen in seasons. Let's not forget that, you know, there was also a whole bunch of drama with living with other people and all of that. So, you know, just I'm just here to encourage you that you're not the only one if you feel like, dang, I miss blah, 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 or I miss this, or I miss that, or forgetting like where you've come from. It's really humbling to like kind of have like a little step back and be like, dang, we came from a lot, bro. But yeah, it's extremely humbling to kind of just look back and be like, wow, like we really came through so much. Like we have just persevered through so much, and it's only up from here. Like it's only up from here. So I really just want to encourage you guys to just, one, not only keep moving forward, but also like remind yourself of the times you've had in life, and kind of just remember that, one, you can literally handle anything. Like I'm telling you can do it. You can handle your friends not being your friends no more. You can handle that job loss. Life will always work out. It really will. And I can't tell you how many times I have been like on my knees in tears, like, this is it. This is how I die. Because I have no alternative. This is it. I've given it everything I can. And then bam, something incredible happens and it gets figured out. Because at the end of the day, it has to work out. That's just how life is. Like, it may put you through some mess, but at the end of the day, it's only a season. It is literally only a season. And I really have to say that I do enjoy kind of like revisiting like where I've been in life. I mean, some of it is a little traumatic, and I'm not about that. But some days when I just like look back, like, wow, if you would have told Virginia Marvelous that she's gonna move to Florida with her husband, and she's not gonna have a job when she gets there, and she's gonna be insanely stressed out, but in literally a year, she's going to figure out exactly what she wants to do in life, and she's gonna do it, dude. Like, she's gonna do it, and she's gonna get licensed in her field, and her and her husband are gonna move into their own place by themselves. I would have laughed. I'd have been like, oh, what money and what crystal ball you looking out of, honey? Okay, like what you trying to say? And it's funny because so many people like told Chris and I, like, you know, life's gonna be difficult, and it may feel like, oh, this is it, this is the end, but you just keep hanging on because like your story's still being written. And I just remember, in Virginia, I was so used to my comfort zone that now I can see why things didn't work out there, because they weren't supposed to, because I wasn't the right version of myself. There are so many times where I look back and I'm like, wow, the old Marvelous would never, like, literally she would have had a freaking panic attack and like went home. But this new me, child, bring it on, you know what I mean? Like, I'm very much, okay, and I'm also like not trying to challenge life, like, don't bring it on too hard, okay? Don't bring it on too hard. But I'm saying, like, I definitely have this newfound respect for myself and my husband too. Like, he has been, oh my gosh, I don't even know, like, he is definitely my anchor in life. Like, you don't even know. So, you know, it's crazy to like think about, like, wow, I had to really like elevate, like, the next level that life required of me. I had to elevate, and it hurt. I think of it as a butterfly. First of all, caterpillars do not know they're gonna turn into butterflies. It literally, like, it's kind of like a traumatic experience. Like, have y'all ever seen, like, they get sucked up into that cocoon and it's slimy and disgusting, and literally they stretch. Like, have you ever just like stretched long and hard, and it's like a little shocking, like, and it can be very painful, and you're like, oh my god, why did I decide to do this? This is awful, I'm in pain. But then you keep stretching, and then bam, baby, like, you can do things you couldn't do before. Why? Because you had to grow and stretch, and sometimes people hold you back, dude. I cannot stress that enough. Sometimes the people that you had in your life, they're not really for you, dog. Like, they were for you a certain season in your life, and I believe that wholeheartedly. Like, some people are there to teach you something, and you have to let them go, and that's that. And like, there's no like bad vibe. Well, sometimes it could probably be some bad vibes, but there's no like judgment. It's more like, you know what, I appreciate everything you've given me, and I get why life put you in my life, but you were never supposed to be in my story full time. You're never supposed to make it to the end of this story with me. Like, our chapter together has closed, and I feel like that can go for platonic relationships as well, like, and romantic ones. It's vice versa. I mean, I can't even tell you. There were so many times where I should have let somebody go, and I didn't. And it caused a whole bunch of trauma and drama. Okay, but you had to learn. I had to learn, of course. But it's interesting because looking back, I'm just like, wow, like, wow. Things could have been prevented, but do I think I would have learned anything if I just, like, if things would have been prevented right then and there? No, I don't. I think I had to go through what I went through to finally evolve and finally choose myself. I think if that's anything I can like tell you guys, is always choose yourself. Always, because your instinct and your gut is never ever gonna lie to you. We may try to push it away or be like, no, I'm being crazy. No, you're not. Your body is trying to tell you something, and if you don't listen, child, it's not gonna be good for you. It's not gonna be good for you. You're gonna land in very weird, unfortunate situations, and you may come out a little different. It may hurt a little bit more than what it was supposed to, because life was trying to tell you something, but you didn't want to listen. You just kept holding on. So if I can encourage y'all, it is just please, oh please, listen well, accept it, and take it. Like, take it and run, because if you do not, I can't tell you how many times I had a bad feeling about a job, and I took it anyway, and it was like hell on earth. Like, the job was way more than what I signed up for, and the people were literally like just jerks. Like, not even really to me, but to like other people, and it just like made me sick to my stomach. Like, there's been so many times I've heard like conversations about like a boss saying something to another employee that's like made me like choked on my own spit. Like, I'm sorry, did you just say that? And like then laugh about what you said? Are you sane? Are you okay? Like, what's wrong with you? So these lashes are beautiful, but they are heavy as oh Lord. I mean, I really want to like them, y'all, but they are so heavy. I was like, they're so heavy. I don't know about these. Like, it looks like I've got something wrong with my eyes. Oh no. Oh Lord. Yeah, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work for me. Wowzers. Wow. Okay. So, yep. Hold please. Okay, lashes on. Now, time to contour. Y'all, I don't even remember what I was talking about, because I feel like that took forever because of that little issue I had with those lashes that looked crazy. They were like so big and crazy looking. Oh man. And that, sometimes people are down with that, and kudos for you. I cannot do it. Especially if they're heavy. If they were light, I probably would have been like, whatever. But they were like super effing heavy, bro. Like, let's do that. I made that all shades of crooked, Lord. Like, help us to start out. That was just crazy. Absolutely crazy. So also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I didn't do what I used to do, where I used to conceal before I put foundation on. I don't know, sometimes I like to be different, and today I didn't really feel like doing all that because I knew I was going to be talking a whole bunch, and I just kind of wanted to stay focused because, like I said, I'm pretty sure I have ADHD, so I didn't want to jump all over the place. So yeah, that's why I didn't do all of that, because I knew if you add like too many steps, I start to forget what I'm talking about and all that. Some contour, la 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 la. I gotta hurry now, y'all. Child. The daggone reservations is like less than an hour, and I'm still not ready yet. I still gotta make sure my hair came out how I wanted it to. Pretty sure I started this at like 1 something, and it is now like 3:40, I think, or something like that. That's what happens, y'all. This is what happens. Thankfully, this video isn't actually like a full-blown hour. Well, it might be an hour, I don't know, but it's not as long as it really is in real life, like how long it took me. Y'all aren't gonna get to see all of that, which I'm sure you're sad about. Ooh, can y'all believe the summer is about done? We're in Florida, like schools go back, I think in like, is it 2 weeks, Chris? Schools? Oh, he got his headphones in, I forgot. Lord. And I got some stuff on my towel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like 2 weeks, y'all. That's crazy. I bet all the little kids are salty, because I feel like this year flew by. Like, holy cow. It was so weird that I was like, oh my god. I was talking to my mother-in-law because she's a teacher. And I was like, bruh, summer's done. But I'm so excited because now it is time for the best time of all. Fall, which actually in Florida we don't get fall until about December, but it's fine because Halloween Horror Nights, they've already started to send communications out, like it's a done deal. It's a done deal. It's coming. And the haunting, I think it's the haunting of Hill House, is gonna be one of the haunted houses at Universal. And child, when I tell you, I am so excited. Because, you know, we didn't go last year because of COVID, so I'm gonna act a fool. I'm so excited, man. I'm gonna act a whole fool. I'm gonna be like, I've been waiting. Your girl has been waiting, homie. Waiting. I push the contour this way so it like blends better. It makes more of a dramatic contour. And it just all goes together very nicely, if I do say so myself. When I tell y'all I can't wait until I get a new phone. My phone's always yelling at me about storage space. Rude, and nobody asked it for all that. Like, nobody asked my phone to be reminding me that I ain't got no storage. But I do have the XR. Oops. See. But you know what? I don't want to upgrade until I see this new one. Because it's almost September, so I might as well wait. And I kind of saw a little snippet that it's going to be like bubblegum pink. And it's giving me like old school LG vibes. And I'm all about that. So I don't want to upgrade yet. But that's what I'm saying is I don't want to overdo it. All right, brows. I'm gonna do my brows off camera since my phone's screaming at me. Okay, since my phone is being like really ridiculous, I decided to set my face, do my brows. Yes, I am using Trendsetter. I haven't used this in a hot minute. Definitely probably should have took my lip gloss off before I did that, because as you can see, I made a little oopsie here. Silly. That's what happens when I start rushing. I'll fix it. And then hubs. Y'all remember hubs? Such a beautiful color. Then I am using Praline by NYX Butter Gloss. This is like an oldie and a goodie. On top. Okay, set my brows. My face is setting. It's the last part of it. Go ahead and wipe this off. Add some blush. Ow. And some highlight. Hair down, put some jewelry on, and we are ready. Ready to go. Okay, so let's see what blush do I want to use. I'm actually going to use the Huda Beauty, and I'm going to use this shade right here. So deposit your color first, then blend it. So, y'all know I like to carry my blush up. Same thing on the other side. And it's okay if you go heavy-handed with your blush, because blush is the first thing to leave your face. So, go crazy. Okay, don't go like crazy, but you know, go off. And I'm also gonna mix it with this like purple shade here, just because it's a little bit darker. I don't want to be like super pink, you know. Kind of want it to be like a purpley pink, I guess, if you will. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm so extra. So extra. Okay. Highlight time, which is one of my favorite times. Okay, I think I'm gonna use Serenade. I'm liking how that looks. Let's see, I'm just going testy. Oh, that's intense. Let's just see what oh yeah. Yep. Ooh, child. Chris ain't ready for this date. He ain't ready. Actually, so thankful that we can even go on a date, because moving is painfully expensive, and his dad's, plural, got us these gift cards for Bonefish Girl. Just angels, really. And we've had the gift cards for like ever, but we didn't have time to use them until recently. So that's what we're doing today. Pop this sucker right here. Oh my god. So I'm not even gonna add like highlight to my shoulders or anything, because I'm gonna use, if I can find it. Oh Lord. I've got the shimmering dry oil that I love so much from ColourPop. and literally just makes my whole body glisten. Let me find it. Okay, we're finished. We're done. This is what it looks like. Oh, my curls are in the way, but this is it. Hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me. Hope you enjoyed this chit chat. Oh yeah, I dyed my hair black. I don't know if I said that in the video. I did not use box dye. One of my good friends, Emily, she is going to school to be a hairstylist, like cosmetologist. So she took me to like Salon Centric, and I actually have my license now, so I can go in there by myself. But before, anyways, long story short, she took me in there and showed me like what hair color to get, and all that good stuff. So I want to damage my hair and it's not box dye and it's safe and stuff. But yeah, I'm feeling my black hair again. I always feel like exotic with black hair. I don't know. I just do. And then it really pops with this like fluorescent pink, hot pink. And then all this gold just makes me feel like a summer goddess. And you can see all the little gold glitter I got going on here. I'm just like shimmering. Really about it. But yeah. Don't forget to stay safe, stay sane, and be well. Thank you so much for choosing to stay alive. Thank you for being on planet Earth with me and for growing with me and being on this journey with me. You guys mean so much to me, and I'm really thankful. I'm thankful to be here. And yes, I will be back sooner. I promise it's not going to be a whole nother month. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.